हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज का जो टॉपिक हमारा है वो है डीएनए ट्रांसक्रिप्शन। सो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू दिस टॉपिक अंडर दीज थ्री सब हेडिंग्स: इंट्रोडक्शन, मेथड्स एंड देयर एप्लीकेशंस. Start with the introduction. So transcription is basically a process which is used to transfer any nucleic acid, it may be DNA or the RNA or the plasmids, into the eukaryotic cells. So if we broadly classified mechanism of DNA transfection, it is of two types. One is called the stable transfection and the other one is called the transient transfection. In stable transfection, what happens? Whatever DNA which we are going to introduce into the cells, that DNA get integrated into the genome of the that particular cells. So in this way, it can be transferred to the next generation. But in case of transient transfection, the DNA doesn't get integrated into the genome of the or that particular cells, and it is only stable there, only remains there for some small period of time. So this is the basic difference between the stable and the transient. So in case of stable, it is for the longer duration of in the cells, and for the transient transfection, it is for the very smaller duration inside the cells. So there are different methods which can be used for the DNA transfections. So along with this, there are different viral vectors can be also used for the DNA transfers. There are different viral vectors like adenoviral, oncoretroviral, lentiviral, baculoviral, and the vaccinia virus can be used to transfer the any specific DNA inside the eukaryotic cells. So if we talk about the function of it has many functions, like expression of recombinant protein or studying any particular type of drug for any kind of diseases. So we'll discuss in little bit more about its application in the last slides. Now come to the methods used for the DNA transfection. So the methods generally classified into two categories. One is called the viral methods. Second is the non-viral methods. Viral methods, as I described earlier, that there are different viruses can be used to transfer a specific kind of DNA, like the vaccinia virus, retrovirus, lentivirus, and I will discuss with you. Now, basically, in our this uh, video or in this lecture, I will be focusing on mainly in the non-viral methods. So if we talk about the non-viral methods, so there are different kinds of non-viral methods are involved, like calcium phosphate method, gene gun, electroporation, hydrostatic pressure, liposuction, microinjection, sonoporations. So out of these eight, uh, I am going to explain you in detail about the first four methods. That is calcium phosphate method, electroporation, liposuction, and the microinjection. Now first we come to the calcium phosphate method. इस मेथड में क्या होता है, जिस भी डीएनए को हमको ट्रांसफर करना होता है, हम उसको लेते हैं इन अ phosphate buffer. Clear? So first we make the solution of that particular DNA which we are going to transfer into the cell, in which make the solution in the PBS. It is called the phosphate buffer saline. After preparing the solution in the phosphate buffer, we add calcium chloride in that particular solutions. Now what will happen, that the DNA get precipitated in the calcium phosphate cage like structure. Clear? So what is happening here? We are adding calcium chloride into the DNA solution which is in the phosphate buffer. Now, so what will happen by this? There is a formation of the co-precipitation of the DNA inside the calcium and the phosphate. And then we treat the cells in which we are going to transfer our DNA with this co-precipitate. Now what will happen? It follows the phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is the property of the cell by which it can engulf the DNA calcium DNA calcium phosphate precipitate inside the cells. So in this method, we can transfer our DNA. Now, what is the role of that phosphate and the calcium chloride? So this calcium chloride and phosphate basically involves to create the to create the small pores inside the cells. So it enhances the permeability of the cell wall by which the cell can engulf the DNA. So this is all about the calcium phosphate method. Now we come to the next is electroporation. So as the name suggests, electroporation means electricity. Here we are using the electricity to create the small pores inside the cells. By these pores you can transfer our DNA. So it has three steps. First is called the before pulse, during E field and the after pulse. So you can see in before pulse the cell membranes are intact. Okay, so whatever genes or the drugs which we are going to transfect inside the cells, first of all we make a solution of that and then mix it with the cells. Now, during the electric field, here we are using the very high electric field for very small seconds. We are using thousands, more than 1,000 kilovolt of electric field, and a very few milliseconds means milliseconds. That means for very small time of period, we are using the high electric field. So by this electric field, what is happening here? It creates a small pores inside the cell membrane. And after pulse, what happens? Through these small pores, the DNA gets transferred in the cells. And after then when we remove the electric field, these pores gets heals and sealed, and our DNA get transferred into the cell. So this is called the electroporation. As the name suggests, electricity. By using the electricity, we can transfer the our DNA. Now next is the liposuction. In liposuction, what is happening? It is also called the liposome mediated DNA transfer. Liposome means liposomes are the small spherical vesicles which is made up of the phospholipids. जैसा कि नॉर्मल सेल्स जो हमारा सेल होता है वो भी किसके लिपिड बाइलेयर मेम्ब्रेन से मिलकर बना होता है. सिमिलर क्या होता है हम यहाँ पे एक हेलिकल और सॉरी एक हॉलो ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है किसका आपका लाइपोसोम्स का. इस लाइपोसोम्स को हम ट्रीट करते हैं पहले डीएनए के साथ में. तो इससे क्या होता है जो डीएनए होता है वो लाइपोसोम के अंदर चला जाता है बिकॉज इट इज़ अ हॉलो लाइक स्ट्रक्चर आपका होता है. दैट पर्टिकुलर thing is known as the lipoplex. Lipoplex means liposome in which the DNA get introduced. Now, by using this lipoplex, we can transfer that particular DNA inside the cell. Now, same thing happening over here. It is called the endocytosis. By the process of endocytosis, cell engulfs the lipophilics inside it. And then once the lipophilics get inside it by the endocytosis, it is called the endosomes. And these endosomes disintegrate and it can transfer the DNA into the nucleus. So this is all about the liposuction. Liposuction means we are using the liposomes to transfer a specific type of DNA inside the cells. Now the micro injections. Micro injections, we talk about micro injections. There is a holding pipette is there and the host cell in which we are going to transfer the DNA. So by microinjection we can transfer our specific DNA into a single cell. So there are microinjection and the holding pipettes. So by using the holding pipettes we can hold the cell which is mainly works on the principle of suction. So by holding pipettes we can hold the cells, and by using the micro needle or the micro injection we can transfer our DNA inside the host nucleus directly. So this is a figure of micro injection hole assembly. So in micro injection we are using a microscope. This is the inverted type of microscope, and this is a stage where we can keep our cells, and this is the holder and this is the micro injector. So by using micro injector we can inject our any kind of DNA inside the cells. Okay, so there is a camera is there. By camera you can see whatever you are going to do in the micro injection. Now we come to the application of the DNA transfection. So DNA transfection has many applications. Like as I earlier mentioned, by this we can produce the recombinant protein in a specific type of cells. Means let's suppose I want to express a type of protein. So what will I will do? I will first of all I will clone that particular gene which is going to express that protein in a cloning vector. Then that vector can be transfected directly into the cells where we want to express that particular cells. So this is one method by which we can produce the recombinant protein, or we can express the recombinant protein in a particular type of cells by using the DNA transfection. So it is also a powerful technique for the production of transgenic organisms and a method for gene therapy. Transgenic organism is, as I mentioned, is the micro injections. By using the micro manipulator or the micro injection, we can produce the transgenic organisms. So here we are using the embryonic stem cells for doing the transfection of particular type of DNA inside the cells. And this method can also be used for the gene therapy also. That means whatever the good genes are there, that can be transferred into the cells, so that we can do the replacement of the non-functional gene with the functional gene. Or we can also use the RNAi technology. R means it is called the antisense technology. In this case also we can transfer our RNA, this is called antisense RNA, inside the cells. So by using these methods, it's called the DNA transfection, we can do expression of recombinant protein, we can also produce the transgenic organisms, we can also do the gene therapy. So this is all about the DNA transfection. If you have any queries, you can ask me questions regarding the DNA transfection. Thank you.